Well, good morning, folks. You join me on another automotive adventure. This one's a Facebook automotive adventure. But first, before we begin that part, we got to start our day with a healthy breakfast and barbecue. I'm in Mayberry. Yes, that Mayberry. And that's Aunt Bea's. That's where we're going to start our day. Breakfast barbecue. Mt Airy, North Carolina. Lovely little town. Virginia's right up yonder. Winston-Salem's down that direction, where I'm actually headed. And you got to start your day the best way. Stop in at Aunt Bea's, get yourself a treat.
Yeah, I like the fried egg plain.
Two versions of sweet tea. I love the South. For sure. Yeah, the cash crop used to be tobacco. It's not nearly what it used to be. That's right.
Cattle is high still.
Yeah.
Me and my boy.
The price of beef is insane right now.
About 60, yeah. We got 60 from here. And they're the highest they ever be get together. I sold a little bull gas, weighed 410 pounds. 3 weeks ago tomorrow, that thing about $4.43 a foot. And I sold them just like it for 60 cents. Back to 40.
Good for you.
Yeah. You have a blessed day.
You too, sir. Have a great one.
Yeah.
That man is a 91-year-old farmer. Been farming all his life. Raises cattle, grows tobacco, all kinds of things. How about that? Still out and about doing what he does. Gonna be 92 in April. Well, happy early birthday to you, sir. I'm sure you'll be doing just fine come April time. Got myself a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit and a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. Homemade biscuits, thank you very much. Got myself a sweet tea, of course, because I'm gonna be on a road trip in the South. I would swing you by somewhere that shows something about Andy Griffith and all that kind of stuff, but it's generally everywhere here in Mayberry, also known as Mt Airy. Great little town. You could kind of come here off the beaten path, off of the interstate over yonder, or if you're coming down out of Virginia, you can come down out of the mountains, and there is a very excellent road to drive. Unfortunately, I am not in a very excellent road driving, twisty, fun vehicle. Austin, what of your fleet of crazy vehicles did you drive on this crazy road trip that you find yourself on? None of mine is the answer. I am driving Rich's piece of crap 2011 Chevy Silverado with 291,000 and change miles on it. It's got some oil pressure. It's got a few lights on the dash. The blower motor doesn't work. The air conditioning does. So as long as you're driving at like 40 miles an hour or faster, it does gently pull some air conditioning out of the dash, which is not a big deal in October, except for it's still 80 some odd degrees in October. So the drive down here was a little bit uncomfortable. But good thing is, I'm used to driving uncomfortable vehicles. So I know what you're gonna ask is, Austin, what in the world are you going to buy today? This is Automotive Adventures with Austin. This is a Facebook Marketplace purchase. And this is spiraling further than what it was when I was getting ready to leave. This is not a purchase for me, so go ahead and calm down. Don't worry about me. I'm not buying something for myself, and there is not a trailer behind this truck, so don't worry about that. What I do need to do is go to Statesville, which is about an hour that direction, and then I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. But this is an excellent excuse for me to get back down in the South. I love it down here. Actually, grew up in a city near here. None of your personal business as far as where that is, but it's near here in the Triad area. So it's nice to be back. Also a beautiful day. Although I did have to drive all the way through the night. I didn't get to my hotel until midnight last night because we didn't get out of town quite on time. That's okay. You gotta jiggle the key a little bit. There's a spot. There we go. Just wiggle it a little bit. There we go. The old steed is fired up, so yeah, all that stuff's bad. Yep, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We're good. It's fine. 291,835 miles. It is 67 degrees at 8:30 in the morning on a Wednesday? Tuesday. It's Tuesday. That's why I got barbecue today. That's why I knew I needed to get barbecue. Because it's Tuesday. It's barbecue day. Also known as Taco Tuesday for some people, barbecue day for me. And I will say, y'all can fight me wherever you'd like to, but North Carolina has an incredible density of barbecue that is hard to beat in any other state. There is literally another barbecue restaurant right there. Anyway, let's get on the road. Get ourselves some of this food. I'm excited. I haven't been here in years. And I had to stop because some Ohio person pulled in front of me, and there goes my sweet tea all over the floor. Well, that was great.
On Fowler Road. Mile.
I think I need to go back and get a refill of sweet tea. I can't go on a road trip with no sweet tea. And that's real good sweet tea. Yep, we're turning around. Man, I got it all the way down my leg. Unbelievable. Friggin' northerners causing problems. And there's also tea all over Rich's truck. Good thing I'm in a crappy truck. Sorry, Rich, you might need to clean up your truck a little bit. Let's try this again. Some hairs on there. Be all right. Oh, all right. Round two. How about this old truck? Guarantee that sucker's had some farm life right there. Probably that gentleman too. That's awesome. I do absolutely love it down here. I have been to just about every part of the South and North and East and West you can be. And North Carolina, I gotta say, is top of my list. The people are great, the weather's great, the world is just wonderful here. You got mountains right there, you got beach right there. It's just wonderful to be down here. And the people are fantastic. Now, granted, there are a lot of northern folk that have moved down here and brought a lot of the northern pace and attitude that's kind of alien to the native North Carolinians. But by and large, North Carolina's where it's at, man. I love this state. If I wasn't in Ohio, this was probably where I would be. I'll be honest. All right. Sweet tea is locked and loaded. Got my bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. Homemade biscuit. Fresh bacon. Yes, sir. All right. Let's go buy us some stuff. Car channel, Austin. Car channel. See you guys on bet. And yes, I'll put my seatbelt on. I know. This is supposedly a drive, but
You have arrived.
okay. Apparently I've arrived wherever the heck I'm going. When you're buying things on Facebook Marketplace, you really never know what you're going to run into, who you're going to run into. I have had some interesting and more than slightly questionable experiences on purchasing things off Facebook Marketplace. If you watched the video with me going to pick up the 351 Windsor for the stick shift LTD, the stick shift Vic, that was quite an interesting experience. And I've had a lot of other ones that never made it on camera. But you really never know, especially when you're traveling with cash. Most people prefer to have cash, and you're driving around with a bunch of dollar bills in your pocket. You got to be a little head on a swivel. Make sure you're not going to get yourself into a bad situation. But then you got to just kind of generally count on the goodwill of man, I guess, and hope things are right. I think I'm in the right place. I called the gentleman. He sent his phone number, so I think this little barn in front of us is where I'm picking stuff up from. I think. We'll see. I'll explain to you. I don't know if I'm going to be able to film it here, but I'll explain to you guys in a second what I'm after and why. Why I'm 7 hours from home. No, that's not what I'm picking up. 561,000 original miles on that car. Original engine. Oh, cow! Wow. How long have you had that?
9, 10 years.
That is gorgeous.
Let me show you the engine I put in it. And this engine doesn't run as good as that one. Because, it's a long story. I had one of my friends help me put it in. And he did everything to screw me up.
Oh no.
Well, I had the jack underneath the transmission and it slipped like that. So I couldn't line up to put the bolts on.
Yeah.
So he came in, I said, drop that jack a little bit. He dropped it all the way. When he dropped it all the way, the oil filter hit the frame. Emptied the oil. I didn't know about it. I thought he broke that piece on the transmission, so I'm screwed. Because this here, the transmission rear end is together.
Yeah.
So I didn't know about it. It wouldn't start. And I'll tell you, for his own sake, if he hooks that up with that carburetor, there's a piece on it for that hook up right there, goes to the generator. If the generator's not hooked up, that ain't gonna turn.
Okay.
See, it starts on the foot. This one's got a 4-barrel. Let's see if it starts. Is that electric fuel pump? That right there, 1938.
That's amazing.
See, it's on the throttle.
Oh, no kidding.
You have to bump it.
Yeah, a little bit of rattle.
No oil in it. And that was, but it doesn't do it.
Build oil pressure and that go away?
I could never have listened to that freaking guy. I couldn't start it. So then I found out I had to be hooked up on the generator to get it to start, so that it works like this here.
Yeah.
It's on that piece right there. It's on that other carburetor. That
Interesting. Okay.
piece. Watch your head. And anyway,
Man, this thing is
when I got that
gorgeous.
to turn, he come over. He went fishing, came over, stopped. I said, it starts now. I started it up and I ran in to see if the transmission was working.
Sure.
No oil.
No oil pressure?
No oil in it.
Oh.
So then he takes off. Well, no, he called me on the phone on that. Then he comes over one day and I was ready to start it again. He said, that don't start. I said, yeah, it does. I started it up like that. Before I did that, he called me when he was fishing. He said, you need to take your carburetor off and turn the gasket. Which I did. When I started up that time, he was here, wide open. Before I ran in there and shut that off, no oil in it.
No oil and wide open throttle.
I could have hit him.
Wow.
Well, this here is in good shape.
That's where'd you get it?
Georgia.
Okay. Man, this car is clean.
Yeah.
Even the bright work is all just
The
perfect.
inside is good too. Temperature gauge don't work. I mean, it's dirty now. The radio was working, stopped working.
The thing is gorgeous.
Yeah. See these back doors on this one? Pulls themselves in. I've never seen that before. And I got this here lights up, which I don't think it did before. No, it's in good shape.
That's beautiful.
Anyway, okay, your car.
Yeah. That is absolutely. I love the paint scheme too.
Yeah, it's a Jaguar, 2004 Jaguar. It's
Okay.
metallic.
Yeah.
But it's in good shape.
What a great cruiser.
Yeah.
That's awesome. No, that's not what I'm getting.
Manifold, right?
Yes, please.
In the box.
Still in the box. Okay.
It's never. Well, I got a rag in here. Oh no, the newspapers.
Old newspaper?
Yeah, it's never been used.
That's fantastic. And the
So-
carbs are just stock carbs for it?
Yeah, the carbs are 2 of them there. And I'm gonna include that fan too with it.
Okay.
So everything was
So is this a
900.
spare motor for your car?
No, this is the motor that came out of it.
This was the one that came out of your car.
Got
Okay.
another engine there.
Okay.
See, this is for an automatic. And over here, come around here, I'll show you. You see this come out of a standard.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
There's inserts that goes in there. No, it's out. But one of them's got to come out, I think.
Okay.
But this is a complete, I've never heard this one run. Everything on it.
Are these like easier to find down here? Because they don't exist up by us.
No, I paid $1,200 for this one, never used it. I took it, he wanted 15, I said, I'll give you 1,000. He said, no, I'm going to sell less than 12. But,
So this little
that goes inside here.
adapter goes in there.
For a standard.
For a manual transmission.
Yeah, you just press it in.
Okay. All right.
And he wouldn't have that. And then I'm going to include,
Yeah, I'm sure that's unobtainable.
I'm going to include these. These are motor supports
Yeah.
made for
Ford.
to go on the Ford.
Perfect.
Like I said, he would never find this.
Yeah. That'd be you got to fab one of those up kind of thing.
Let me see if I got that.
And we've got our bell housing. You said you had the flywheel also somewhere?
Yeah. I don't know if these carburetors are good,
That's okay.
but I do know that's new. Good. I mean, flywheel. Let's see. Let's put that over here for now. And this here is in good shape too.
Perfect.
Just
You can
sand
see some cross hatching on that.
All you need is a clutch now
Yeah.
and that piece that hooks up to the clutch here.
Yep. Okay.
But this thing is ready to run. This started better than the other one. And if you want to see, I'll make it turn.
No, it's okay. I trust you. I drove this far. I'm taking it with me.
Yeah.
One way or the other, it's coming with me. So that is a 322 Buick motor for the 53 Buick that we've been working on at the shop. It was supposedly running and driving when we began our work to fix the fuel lines, the brake lines, and everything else with it. Unfortunately, we discovered once we got a lot of that stuff done that maybe not so well running and driving. Technically speaking, it does run, but only on 7 cylinders. So we don't want to disable the vehicle. So instead of pulling that motor out, rebuilding that motor, leaving that car sitting for 4 months to 4 years while we're waiting on an engine rebuild to get done, this way we have an extra motor that we can set in that car and keep the vehicle mobile and be able to keep making progress on this thing. This one does have, we believe, a burnt valve, but it's already out of the car, so we can strip it down, verify what needs to be done, make sure it's good to go. It's a decent deal as far as everything goes, and then if it's good, we can just pull that motor in the car out, put this motor in, be able to keep driving the vehicle and diagnosing everything else, figuring everything else out, and then when the original numbers matching motor is done, swap it back around, keep on rocking and rolling. That's the lesson we've learned the painful way on this whole hot rod world is don't take the motor out unless you absolutely have to, and have another motor ready to go. Otherwise, you end up with something like with my green Pontiac Le Mans, where it's been sitting for a number of years while we're waiting on the motor to get rebuilt. So this is a much smarter way to do things. Yes, it's going to technically be running around without the numbers matching motor, but it's still going to be running around, not just sitting in a garage rotting. Lesson learned the hard way, of course. But, also, all the extras. Once all of this swapperoo stuff has been done, we could probably put that motor in something else. That you'll have to wait for.
What are you going to do, set it on the tire?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Leave that open?
That's the plan.
That's going to stay open?
Yeah, I guess.
Or if you don't do it on the tire, you could lean it and close it.
Well,
Probably not.
I mean, that motor's probably about yay high, I would think, sitting in that tire, if we can get the oil pan to
But
sit in
if you
it.
turn it.
Yeah. We'll see how it works out.
All right. You got the cash?
Yes, sir. I wonder if we even have any carb rebuild shops around us anymore. I think that'll clear the tailgate at least. We're not going to clear the, well,
Oh yeah, that'll go.
all right, so I can put the tire on the pan and just slide the whole thing in that way.
Come this way.
That oil filter adapter may be a problem. There we go.
Watch your foot.
Yep.
Doesn't matter which way it is.
I don't think so. Give us a little more. There we go. There you go.
A little more.
A little more.
More.
I think we're in the hole, buddy.
More this way, huh? How's that?
Yeah, I like it.
Is this gonna hit your gate?
I don't care.
Oh, we can pick it up.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
Good.
Yep. I like it. How about them apples?
Okay, what's that? 7/16.
Put all of our extra goodies in here. Whoa. Something like that. 1/2 inch, 7/16. I'm gonna put these carbs in the car, in the cab. That way they're not bouncing around back here. We got motor plates, mounts for Ford. That'll come in handy.
Yeah, that alone. Here.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Absolutely. I think we're.
How short is it?
Yeah, I think it's a little sketchy, but that's okay.
Just go a little ways and stop and check.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Oh, you know what would work better?
Even better.
Yeah. See, that gives a little bit. Ready?
All right.
I give you everything that I think of. I give you extra because
Yeah.
I figured he's going to need it.
We will.
And I didn't want him to have to come all the way back here.
Well, we'll put it to good use.
All right.
I appreciate it, sir.
Have a good trip.
Thank you very much. How often do you run into honest people on Facebook Marketplace that will tell you, A, there is actually something wrong with it, and we'll actually let you test the stuff when it's sitting here. I've already paid for it, and I'm taking it with me no matter what, but.
This thing, this size, Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
Look at the compression still.
Yeah. Still got some compression?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to blow it completely apart anyway when we get it, so.
But it's that one on that side. The
Okay.
blast valve, number 7.
All right.
I never did plugs or anything on it. Like I say, it was running good when you start it.
Yeah.
Hit the lifters a little bit.
Okay.
But 20 seconds, it run better than that one.
All right, 7 hours north.
All right.
Here we go.
Yep.
We got ourselves an old school Buick V8. Nice gentleman. I'll tell you what, I've met some truly fantastic people off of Facebook Marketplace. I've also met some very oddball people, but I've met some truly fantastic people off of Facebook Marketplace. And a lot of these guys, like, I don't know how much I'm going to include or how much you're going to be able to hear. You know, some of this stuff, they just want to see it get used again, right? It's just been sitting in their garage for how many years, and they just want to see it back on the road and being used and being driven again. There's a lot of guys 60 plus that have been holding on to stuff because they're going to get to it someday and they're going to work on it sometime, and you know, they're kind of getting to that point where they're realizing maybe I'm not ever going to get to it, so maybe I better put this up for somebody else to be able to put it to good use. you know, we got a heck of a deal on this. And yeah, it's a 7-hour drive each way to get here, and you know, $100 some odd worth of fuel and a $100 hotel room and $100 worth of fat kid food. Listen, I don't do this for free, but at least we'll put this thing to good use, and that's, you know, that's the idea, is get these old pieces of machinery back on the road and useful again. So it is 11:11. Easy enough. I have a essentially 7-hour drive home from Statesville back to Columbus, Ohio. I have a belly full of fuel, which technically should get me the whole way there, but with that gigantic wang sticking up in the back, I doubt that's going to help my fuel economy. So, hammer down, head north through the mountains. We'll see if we can wrap this trip up with absolutely no crises. Wouldn't that be nice? Welcome to an automotive adventure with Austin, by the way. This is my little personal corner of the YouTube internets. It's basically just about me and my automotive adventures, where I'm going, what I'm doing, what I'm working on, my own personal projects, some of the stuff that I do for the shop, all kinds of different things you're going to see here. Generally speaking, if you can't deal with me, probably not a great place to be. Me and my big bearded self are kind of the main actors on this channel, so if you're into that kind of thing and you want to put up with me and go along with me on some of these adventures, it'd be great to see you again on another video. Click on that subscribe button. If you made it this far, thank you very much. Also, please click on that like button, because it helps the algorithm and it helps the YouTubes find other people like you that may be interested in things that I do. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gonna do what they say can't be done. I got a long way to go, and a short time to get there. Eastbound on Little Bandit Run. You can see this is the fan speed here. You're not going to be able to hear this, but there is no fan. Nothing is happening. There is a small amount of wispy cool, though, that comes out of the vent, which is refreshing. North, south. North, south. Ah, fine. North. Absolutely gorgeous day down here in the south. Nice low clouds, puffy balls of cotton. It's 80 degrees here. Absolutely gorgeous. I do love North Carolina. And I know at least 2 of you are going to wonder, Austin, how good is that sweet tea from Aunt Bea's? That is a flavor of my childhood. I am Southern bred, by the way, for generations and generations and generations, so most of my blood is sweet tea and barbecue sauce. Ah, man, that hits the spot. Now, do I stop on that way back through for lunch? Nope. Gotta get rolling. That looks like a great big spot for a Buc-ee's. Right at 77 and 40. I'll tell you what, if you're not putting one there, you should. Leaves are finally starting to change through some of this. Given it's October, it's about to be absolutely gorgeous down here. East River Mountain Tunnel. We're just rolling on north. Our little truckie is still trucking. I gotta say, it is a little bit unnerving when you watch that oil pressure move in direct relation to the tachometer. You know, we're at, what is that, 20, a little over 20 PSI oil right now at 1,000 RPMs. And then if I push the RPMs up, see that oil pressure gauge come up. Now we're at 30. You know, I mean, you do get more oil pressure as the RPMs come up, but that's just kind of a little bit unnerving. I'm sure it'll be fine though. Wild and wonderful West Virginia. Everybody start singing the song. Also known to many of us as West by God. Beautiful area of the world. Absolutely beautiful. The drive up 77 for interstate driving is fantastic. You got the West Virginia Turnpike, so you got, you know, 3 toll booths that are $4.50 a piece to get yourself across. But as far as beautiful mountain drives, like, you're surrounded by just good old Appalachian mountains. Some of the oldest mountains on earth, oddly enough. But it's just beautiful for 100 miles. Love driving through West Virginia. Other than the fact that it cost me $13 to drive across country or across the state. But man, is it beautiful. Wouldn't ever live here. Couldn't live here. Not urban enough for me. But it's a beautiful state. Weather's still perfect, 75 degrees. It's a little cloudy, I guess. Still beautiful outside. Apparently it's raining up north in Ohio, so that typically tends to happen on these road trips. I end up driving back to Ohio right in time for weather that I wish I wasn't back in Ohio for. That happens a lot. Also, this is very annoying. The little plastic thingy over the winders, it's not very well attached, so it's rattling. And has been rattling for 600 miles. That's fine. Air conditioning still doesn't work. Well, that's not true. Air conditioning works. Blower just doesn't. So you just set it to 60 and let it slowly just waft out of the vents to you. Rich, fix your blower. Friggin' Ferrari. Well, here comes our rain. Yippee. Just the time to hit the first toll booth here in West Virginia. Fortunately, I was smart enough to carry some extra cash on me, so I was able to buy this stuff Richard needed. Holy cow. 1 year, $27.50. Note to self, that would be way more efficient way to do this, other than spend $4.50 every time I go through one of these toll booths.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you. And on we go to the next toll booth. Probably should stop and check this load at some point in time, but I'm not really in the mood, especially as it starts to rain. It's probably okay, right? Engine hasn't fallen out the back. Because if it had, there would have been a large crushing sound out the back, and the cover would have come down, right? So it's probably fine. We'll keep driving. That's toll booth number 2.
Facing the other way, they ain't getting nowhere.
Thanks, sir. One last toll plaza. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. I got my $5, let me in. Almost to Charleston, West Virginia.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too. Get ahead of these truckers. This is kind of a drag race a lot of times, coming out of these toll booths. If you happen to come out of there beside 2 truckers and you're trying to go up a hill, you can get yourself stuck quite poorly. So you got to be sometimes a little aggressive. Anyway, done with the West Virginia Turnpike stuff. What is it, $13.50? Well spent. Thanks for the nice roads through West Virginia. And Charleston is just ahead. Run down through the mountains here. The beautiful parts about West Virginia is it's almost all amazing mountain stuff. There's not a lot of like flat ground through any of this section of West Virginia. It's all just beautiful, old, rolling mountains. You know, no big craggy stuff like out west, but beautiful woodland covered mountains. It's absolutely gorgeous through here. If you've ever been in West Virginia, you know what it's like. It's just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Maybe I should buy a mountain. Start a compound. Car compound. Maybe a new Church of Bad Decisions global headquarters down here. Have plenty of room to store all my toys. Maybe build like an off-road course or something. Wouldn't that be neat? Probably not gonna happen. ETA is showing me in Columbus, as long as I stay where I am, timing-wise, 5:30, 5:45, somewhere in that range. As long as I don't run into any traffic, which I will absolutely run into traffic coming into Columbus, but my timing is going to work okay, that I'm not going to see any traffic here in Charleston, and I won't see any traffic going into Ohio until I get into Columbus, I think. The 33 route that I'm taking up there can get pretty annoying, but it's going to probably be backwards, where everybody's trying to leave Columbus and go back towards Lancaster, Athens, Pickerington, Reynoldsburg, whatever. Everything southeast. Nobody's going to be trying to get into the city, at least I hope. And we'll see how that pans out. Otherwise, I may end up in an hour and a half of traffic once I'm almost home, which will be great. Oh, and it's raining more. Yay. Welcome to the lovely city of Charleston, West Virginia. The Golden Dome, you'll probably recognize. Been through this area. Pretty easy city to get in and out of, to be honest with you. Especially given it's basically ringed by mountains. The interstate's always very nicely maintained through here. You can get through even in kind of rush hour traffic these days without much of any problem. Also not a really big city, but nice little place. Hey! In exciting news, I hit a bump, a hard one, and now I have a blower motor. You see my beard moving? Yeah. We got wind. Can't show you the wind. Doesn't work on camera. As you can see my hair moving. Can you see my hair moving? Anyways, trust me, yeah, I have a blower motor. That's nice, given it's now 68 degrees, and I don't need the air conditioning anymore, and it's raining. But hey, at least I've got wind in my face now. That's nice. It's too late to just turn around and go back to where it's beautiful in North Carolina. Yeah, right there's the Ohio River. Almost back in OHIO. Gotta do this little jog thing between 77 and 33 in Ravenswood, little river community here. Do-do-do-do-do-do. There you go, Ohio River, muddy water. Welcome back to Ohio. And in true Ohio fashion, immediately go into roadworks. I love it. I've got a little over, we'll call it 3/8 of a tank maybe. About 115 miles to go. So I don't know if that math is going to math out, but we'll see. Hopefully I can make it all the way back to my house without stopping for fuel, especially in the rain. I would like to get home. The big caveat still is going to be traffic in Columbus. We'll see. Unfortunately, we're in the land, once you cross that water, of mostly flat land and farm stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with that. There's solar farms over here and solar farms over there. Ha ha ha. There's everybody leaving Columbus. Rush hour sucks. But I've got a clean road ahead of me. I'm glad I'm going the right direction. This is like 20 miles of this. All the way from downtown out of the city. Well, folks, I am about 10 miles from home. I would say I'm going to be pretty lucky as far as getting there. It is a gray, rainy, overcast day here in Central Ohio, which sucks, but it is what it is. That's what you get. Hasn't really rained much in the last couple of weeks, so no big deal to have a little bit of rain here in Central Ohio. I got enough fuel to get me home and enough fuel to get me to the shop, where I am not going today. I am a little bit tired. Did not sleep very particularly well last night, and I didn't even get in until like midnight. So I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna relax. Gonna play with my puppy dogs. Wait for my lady to come home. Do some dinner with her. Maybe visit with a friend who's moving back to Columbus. Hi, Mr. Paul. Very excited about you coming back to Columbus. But that's gonna end the adventure today, guys. Quick little down and back. No big deal. About 14 and a half hours down and back. Got some good breakfast this morning. Haven't eaten lunch. Haven't eaten dinner yet. But generally speaking, everything's been fine. We've got a 322 cubic inch nail head Buick V8 for this for our 1953 Buick project that we've been working on with a customer. That is over on the main channel, the Lucore channel. So if you're interested in that, if you're interested in that kind of era of cars, very, very cool looking cars, beautiful cars, amazing styling back in those days. And this is a pretty cool car that this gentleman picked up and brought to us to work on. So you will see more of that over on the Lucore Automotive channel if you'd like to see that, any more of that. This is just me kind of keeping myself entertained over a very long drive. So hopefully you guys enjoyed coming along with me. If you're interested in this kind of thing and you put up with me, hope to see you again in another video. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you next time, I hope. Bye-bye. That's some timing for you. Didn't shift a bit.